In case you're re-examining for a major test, it's smarter to snatch a pen and paper than your PC or tablet, as per another study. Taking notes on paper encourages our minds to recollect data better than on tablet or cell phone, the investigation has found. Researchers from Japan asked 48 understudies to bring down the subtleties of an individual's timetable utilizing either pen and paper, a tablet or a cell phone. They tracked down that the individuals who composed the data in a journal had the option to record every one of the subtleties quicker than the individuals who utilized an electronic gadget. Reviewing the subtleties in a cerebrum scanner later, the individuals who took composed notes showed greater action in locales of their mind identified with memory, language and root. As per the group, composing with paper involves unique, complex spatial and material data that furnishes the mind with more data to trigger memory. Paper is further developed and valuable contrasted with electronic archives since paper contains more standout data for more grounded memory review, said study creator and neuroscientist Kuniyoshi Sakai of the University of Tokyo. Our bring-home message is to utilize paper journals for data we need to learn or retain, he clarified. In their investigation, the group selected 48 understudy chips in, all between the ages of 18 to 29, who were similarly arranged into 3 gatherings dependent on their memory capacities, sexual orientation, age, inclination for advanced or simple media, composing and different variables. Every member was told to peruse an anecdotal discussion between characters examining their arrangements soon, including 14 distinctive individual arrangements, class times and task cutoff time dates. The volunteers recorded this timetable utilizing either paper and pen, a tablet with a pointer or a cell phone with a touchscreen interface. They were not approached to retain the occasions. Following 60 minutes, which incorporated a break and a random errand to occupy them from considering the schedule, the members were set in a MRI machine and given a cerebrum filter while they responded to different inquiries regarding the timetable. The group found that members who utilized a paper datebook to record the anecdotal timetable did so quicker, in a short time, instead of the 14 it took tablet clients and the 16 it took cell phone users. Those who routinely use gadgets in their own life were similarly as delayed at entering the information as those that like simple apparatuses, which the group said proposes the speed distinction was identified with memorization and encoding of the information in the cerebrum. In the inquiry part of the examination, the individuals who utilized pen and paper were simply found to score better compared to different volunteers on the straightforward test questions. In any case, the group said, the individuals who utilized paper were found to show more cerebrum action on reviewing the timetable in those regions of the mind that are related with language, non-existent visualization, memory and root. The scientists said that the movement of the hippocampus specifically shows that utilizing pen and paper may permit individuals to catch more extravagant spatial subtleties that can later be reviewed and explored in the psyche's eye. Advanced apparatuses have uniform looking all over and normalized course of action of text and picture size, as on a page, clarified Professor Sakai. However, in the event that you recall an actual course book imprinted on paper, you can close your eyes and envision the photograph 33% of the route down on the left side page, just as the notes you included the base edge. Given this, the group added, one may possibly have the option to improve the memory of notes recorded carefully by adding remarkable markups, like featuring, underlining, circumnavigating or adding bolts, the copy-composed note-taking practices. While the flow study focused on learning and memory, the scientists said that they would energize the utilization of paper for other innovative pursuits as well. It is sensible that one's imagination will probably turn out to be more productive if earlier information is put away with more grounded taking in and all the more decisively recovered from memory, Professor Sakai remarked. For workmanship, making music, or other inventive works, I would stress the utilization of paper rather than advanced strategies. The full discoveries of the investigation were distributed in the journal Frontiers in Behavioral Neuroscience. Utilitarian attractive reverberation imaging, fMRI, is quite possibly the most as of late created types of neuroimaging. It estimates the metabolic changes that happen inside the cerebrum, like changes in bloodstream Clinical experts may utilize fMRI to distinguish irregularities inside the cerebrum that can't be found with other imaging methods, measure the impacts of stroke or infection, or guide mind treatment. It can likewise be utilized to analyze the cerebrum's life systems and figure out what parts of the mind are taking care of basic capacities. An attractive reverberation imaging (MRI) filter utilizes an attractive field instead of X-beams to take pictures of body. The MRI scanner is an empty machine with a cylinder running on a level plane through its middle. You lie on a bed that slides into the container of the scanner. Hardware utilized in fMRI filters utilizes a similar innovation, yet is more minimal and lightweight. The fundamental distinction between a typical MRI filter and a fMRI check is the outcomes that can be acquired. While an ordinary MRI check gives photos of the design of the cerebrum, a useful MRI filter shows what parts of the mind are initiated when certain undertakings are done. This incorporates language, memory and development.